Point and win the nation's hearts to emerge winner of Strictly Come Dancing. She also won the heart of her dance partner.
Oh, so life seems pretty good for her. Let's hear all about it. Cara Toynton, welcome to Studio 5.
Hello.
It's so lovely to see you, and congratulations on being queen of the dance floor. It must be a very exciting position to be in.
It is a bit, but it seems a bit surreal. The whole of last year seems like a blur now, but I loved every minute of it. It was brilliant.
But looking back over those few months, what are the key points that you remember? Obviously being crowned the queen must have been one of them.
Yeah, I think because obviously the whole show kind of goes over a quarter of a year, and I didn't really think about that when I started it. But as the weeks went on, my brain became kind of less good at taking in the information, and I found it harder and harder, but I just wanted to keep going and get to the end, and the fact that we made it to the final and then won it was just yeah, I can't take that in still.
You were so brilliant.
Yeah.
So brilliant. When I watched it, I thought you were one of the professionals at one stage. I was trying to see.
But you were an absolute natural. Is it something you'd always wanted to do, and how did you feel when they first asked you to do it?
Well, of all the reality shows, you know, you always get asked to do them, don't you? But it's always been my favourite, and I'm a massive fan. But you do have to, you know, be in the right frame of mind to take something like that on, because it completely takes over. And I guess I was at that right time for me, and I thought, why not? I felt like a kid again, you know, getting trained by a professional for 6 hours a day. When does that ever happen? And I just met some great people, and the whole thing was good, really.
Talking of those great people, which of them are going to be on the Strictly tour? Who can we look out for?
Well,
alongside you, of course.
Yes, alongside me, there's a few from the last series. So there's myself and Matt, Pamela, Tina, Patsy, and then we've got Colin Jackson and Ricky Whittle. So there's some old faces as well. And we all get to do our favourite dances and a group thing. So it's all very fun.
Someone that's been attracting a lot of attention that's on the tour, Anne Widdecombe, dancing with Craig Revel.
How did I forget that
How
bit?
did you forget that?
Could you?
Have you been watching them, and what do you make of their dance routine?
We're early into the tour, but I can honestly say that we watch glued to the screen. We have a screen backstage, and we just love it. Every night it gets better and better. We don't know
What's so good about it, Cara?
I don't know. We don't know which way she's going to be flung around and do her spins. She's the bonanza special part.
Does he pull her around the floor like a Hoover?
It's crazy.
I always like to see Anne being
I get
around.
worried for her because he's swinging her about.
Shoulders.
Exactly.
Craig's got a bit of a reputation. Is he nice to Anne? Is he kind?
Actually, they're quite funny together. They kind of have this banter, and I kind of like watching them. It's an odd pairing, but they get on really well,
Strange dynamic.
Very, very panto.
But you are going to be working really hard on this tour. You're going to be travelling all over the country, undoubtedly spending a lot of time on tour buses, in hotel rooms. How are you going to find that, and what are you going to do to entertain yourself?
Well, it's hilarious because the boys are off playing with their toy aeroplanes and, you know, silliness. It's like being on a school trip. And I'm really into Twitter. As long as I've got my phone, I've got Twitter, and I'm working with BT at the moment on something, so I'm always using my home broadband to keep on the internet. I think if you've got the internet nowadays, you don't get bored.
Shoes.
Exactly. So I'm on there. I'm being a bit unsociable, but I love it. Just like that.
So anti-socials, you're not really mixing with people. How do you get on with them? Who's nice, who's not? Come on, be honest.
It's a bit boring, really, but everyone's just so lovely.
Really?
A really great team of people. I get on really well with Tina and Patsy, and just the boys kind of, you know, like kids, and us girls have our little girly chats.
You're the grown-ups.
Do you all go out together? Do you go out drinking and eating? I mean, obviously no drinking on the tour.
No, of
obviously,
course not,
professional dancers.
We haven't. It's just begun, but we're going all around the country. So we're at Wembley and then O2, and then we go up to Liverpool and all around. So I guess as we get used to it, we'll be able to have a bit more fun.
And obviously 24/7 with your new boyfriend.
I know.
That's a bit full on, isn't it?
It is a little bit, but I'm not complaining at the moment. There's been no domestics of any kind yet.
But nervous in any way about touring together? Because obviously it's you two together with everybody else. It must be a strange situation.
Yeah,
imagine you and Philip doing that, touring the country.
I think I'd kill him, actually. Sorry, Philip, but it's true. If I had to tour the country with him, I think he'd get my nerves a little tiny bit.
That's the thing about being with each other 24/7. But I think it's quite nice because we're not teacher-pupil anymore.
Yes,
so
true.
It's really lovely, actually. I get to boss him around a bit now.
You've definitely earned your stripes.
That's how all these relationships start, isn't it? Because you spend so much time together, and I suppose there's that sense of achievement together. Do you think that's why there's been so many relationships in Strictly?
Yeah, I think you do get so close to your partner, and the professionals, I have such a new respect for what they do, because they're like counsellors as well. They take on all your worries and they're trying to make you feel good, but they've got to try and make up these routines, and it is pretty amazing what they do. And I'm just lucky I found a fantastic man.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, it does sound like you've got a good one, because I've heard a rumour that you were sworn off men before you met him, so he obviously had to be someone quite special to change your mind.
I think it was the last thing I wanted. It just proves that old saying that, you know, when you're least expecting it comes along. And I really didn't want it to. I was just not. I just wanted to be on my own.
Oh, it's so lovely.
There's something very romantic about falling in love with your dance partner, isn't there?
I know. I do feel like
I wouldn't know, actually. I've never had a dance partner. I don't know what
It's like a movie, though, isn't it?
It's like a movie.
You could get Philip on the old dance floor.
We have tried, actually, Cara, with
Don't
one
go
of
there.
the ex-Strictly professionals, and it's safe to say I was nowhere near as good as you. I did get to wear one of the
bet you
sparkly
were pretty
outfits.
good.
No.
But you hurt your arm. What happened there?
Yeah, on the final, I tried to do. Matt was doing all these amazing acrobatics, and bless him, he actually. I used to do gymnastics from a really young age, so he helped me get this backflip back and was supporting me. So I attempted it on the last show, and I just sort of, it wasn't a good idea. I came off and I went, I've broken both my arms. Artem just looked at me and went, you have not. I'm on the floor.
Talk about sympathy. That's tough love for you, isn't it?
No, he was.
But my arms are falling off. Sorry, keep on dancing.
I was dramatic as anything, but it did. I just tore the ligaments in one because, it was just one of those things. But the thing that I was most upset about was that it might affect the tour. But lucky enough, a couple of weeks of physio and everything, and it got back to normal.
Because that's the fun bit, the tour, isn't it? Because you're not being judged. You can just go out there and have fun and
enjoy it.
Use all your new tricks.
You don't have to worry about going home and being voted off. So I'm loving it. It's
Well, make the
fantastic.
most of it. Have a fantastic, fantastic time.
Thank
It's been
you.
lovely talking to you. Thanks so much for coming in, Cara.
Thank you
It's
so
been great.
much.
Thank you.
Now we